Hi guys, Mark here again. I got my throttle body on the bench here. My daughter came up with a puzzle, you know. She goes, "There, let's build a puzzle." So I look at my table. I figure, yeah, I got few puzzles here to build. You know, there's like 3 different puzzles, as you can see. But I hope to finish most of it tonight. But I decided to give it a shot with the throttle body. So as you can see here, this was almost done, but I wasn't happy with the alignment of the shaft, with the attachment of the potentiometer, the plate positioning potentiometer. This bushing right here, the way it was sitting, it wasn't perfectly flush with the plate, and there was some disformation on the body as well, just from being so old. Nothing major, just minor stuff. But I noticed as I was moving the shaft, the play would vary, very minimal, but it's still vary. I didn't like that. So all I had to do is just clean that surface and make sure that the bushing is perfectly flush with the rest. So when I set my when I set my washer on the shaft and put the locking pin on all this, everything is gonna move through the full travel without any problems, without any issues. Especially now, when I'm not going to be using this for a while, then put it in the engine, and who knows, the temperature changes, this changes, sits for a while, maybe becomes tight. I definitely want to avoid those problems in the future. So what I did, I just use a small file just to level it off. The thing is, I would like to use something big and heavy. Would be much easier to do the job with, but then I would start touching into the body, grinding into the body. So anyway, all you need to do, I'm not gonna press any, but you put your finger and gently run the small file through it, very gently. Like I've done the job, so I'm not pressing now. Don't. You have to press a little harder. I'm already done with it. As you can see, I took some material off on the parameter here. There was a little high spot, so when I put my potentiometer body on it, I noticed that it wasn't sealing exact same all around. So I decided to tackle this before I put that on the engine. So since everything was done on it already and replaced, I put the little Kleenex inside there just to avoid any shavings going inside, and of course I vacuum it after. But all I need to do now is just press this guy out, and that's it. So just get that Kleenex out. That's it, and we got all the dirt in there. I'm just gonna take that vacuum quickly, and if anything got in there, I'm just gonna suck this out, so excuse the noise. There shouldn't be any, as I already cleaned the stuff, and like I said, I took all the precautions to not place any dirt in there. But I'm happy with the finish at the moment, so I will put the shaft back in there. I haven't even removed the arm, as you can see. It's all in there. So I will just place the shaft back in. Actually, maybe put some more oil on it, just in case. That's a silicone oil that I can actually use the shaft to kind of spread that inside deep. Okay, and then just go from the sorry. Just kind of wiggle it back, but it sits very nice and tight. Just wiggle it back and forth. Sorry, let's go this way. My stops are already preset, but I will be changing those for stainless steel studs. I already got the screws. I'm just gonna cut them and cut the slot in the end, so make it look like factory, but stainless, so no rust or anything will affect this. I couldn't find the originals, and okay, and whatever I found was all rusted worse than mine, so I decided to just put those temporarily, put those, you know, those are normal Allen bolts and stuff, and like I said, I will replace them with the stainless for that nice factory look. Okay, so this is already here. Now I can check my, I made this, that's again, I made that shim before addressing this. I made that shim, and that shim is right now is 0.9 of a millimeter thick. It's a stainless shim, a stainless steel washer. Originally it was 1.4 millimeter, of course, way too thick. I couldn't locate new proper shims, but you know, you can make your own. You could just grind that to the size on the grinding wheel, and just take your time, measure a lot, and you know, what I will have to do now is kind of look under the magnifying glass, make sure I'm where I'm supposed to be. Yeah, I do have plenty room, although I'm not gonna put the clip on yet, since I have to put the plate in there. The camera is kind of in a way anyway. It's a fairly simple procedure. The plate goes in. I'm just gonna press it in, so okay, that's the plate. Let me just make sure it's nice and clean. It is clean already, but it's got my fingerprints, so it's not it's not perfect. I like everything to be perfect. Okay, so this guy goes in, wait a minute, this way. That's fully closed, and this got to be at the bottom. Okay, like this, from the closed position. So this way then. This is a closed, so this way, yeah, okay, so that's the way it goes. Okay, so this guy slides in. Okay, a little too far. I don't know if you can see it there. Yeah, I just gotta align the holes, and almost there. Yeah, they're almost there, almost aligned. Still a little. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to keep this in the camera so you can see it. But it's still not okay. I kind of gotta get in the way for a second so I can see it better, because now you can see it but I don't see it well. Okay, let me just give me 1 sec to align that plate, and I will continue. Okay, so I got the plate in place, as you can see here. Yeah, it's much easier. You just gotta take your time when you're pressing. You don't want to force nothing. You want to hold the shaft and make sure you place the plate in properly. Don't try to kind of move it back and forth too much. Move it slowly and move it a little bit until you get it in the right spot. Anyway, so now those screws, I think I mentioned it before, I couldn't get the original ones. I just got but the Weber, the ones from the Weber carburetor plate, they are the same size, they fit. So I'm just putting a little bit of Loctite on the end, just very little. So if I need to remove it, I will remove it, yet at the same time it's enough to hold the screw from vibrating loose. Okay, so I'm just gonna snag that guy in. The other one, I already put the Loctite on the other. Make sure there's free movement. I don't know how. Let me move that. And you can see it's taking. I already set that. I preset the ends before, so. But the plate, there's no light going through. It's closing equally all around. Okay, so it feels good. I'm just gonna snag that a little more. You don't want to go crazy, just enough so you know it's tight. Okay, still nice, everything is still nice and loose, and it closes tightly. Okay, good stuff. Now let's check that that washer that I made, that spacer that I made. Let me put that on. It sits. Let me bring it over to the camera. It's nice and flush now with the body. I'm just gonna check with under the magnifying glass just to make sure I have it right here. Just to make sure that there's nice tight fit all around, so the plate is not going to be rubbing, and that's what it looks like. So all I have to do now is just place that spring ring on it. Where's my I had those guys somewhere here. You know what, I can't see it. I just used the needle nose then. Probably left it in the garage. There's no way I'm working in the garage now. It's so cold in there. Even with the heater going, you know, you lose all interest in working and within 10 minutes. Yeah, who knows? Maybe I'm gonna have to go get it. Let's hope not. Okay, I think it's on. No, not yet. Okay, you know what? I got a vise. I'm gonna put this in the vise just for a second. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's a nice, tight, snug fit. As you can see, it's nice. It's working really nice. It's free to move. Okay, so that part is done. I think next part is to make those pins, to make those end pins. I have the stainless steel screws. Those are M6s, so I just got M6 25 bolts. I will cut the heads off and put the notch in it and replace it. Okay, I'm back downstairs. I gave up on cutting in the garage. It's just too cold in there. I'm not gonna wait half an hour for the heat to come up until so I can cut one screw. So what I will do, I will just Dremel it. Let me show you. I got the screw right here. So that's what it is. It's just a stainless steel 6M 25mm long. So I put that in a vise. I'm gonna make some noise here, guys, because I'm gonna have to put the vacuum on, so I don't stink up the house and all these metal shavings are going into the vacuum, not into the not all over the room here. Okay, so get ready for some noise. I can actually zoom in on my vise. I don't know how much I can. Pick up some speed, put the back on, and Bob is your uncle. about halfway through. Okay, the head just fell off. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut the second one. I'm gonna pause that. You don't have to listen to all this noise. I'm gonna cut the second one and then move on from there. Okay, let's see if I can finish the Throttle body today. As you can see, I was taping and recording, shall I say, and my phone died in there, my phone that I use for recording. So anyway, there it is, charging. I was talking to the wall, so I'm going to try to repeat the last few steps. So here's the Throttle body. What I did in the meantime, I think what I left off, I was cutting the bolts. So as you can see here, those let me bring them closer. Those were the stainless steel 25 mil long bolts. I just cut the head off. Here you can see the head, and I cut a little slot in there. Was the Dremel, and cleaned it up on the brush wire wheel, and that's it. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna place the nuts on them, just like the others. I'm not gonna use any Loctite or anything like this at the moment, since the final adjustment will need to be made while this stuff is put on the car, right? So we don't want to lock anything in deadly in place at this point. Just make it tight, but not. So I will remove those guys here. And try to roughly copy the length and then set everything exactly when it's on the car. Oh, there goes my phone. All right, lucky it didn't fall far. Okay, so to copy that, yeah, roughly that far in. So just screw this in by hand. And like I said, no Loctite at this point, just everything goes by hand. I'm gonna see roughly if the, yeah, that's still too far, I guess. Yeah, the plate is still not opening all the way. Yeah, I think that's about it now. Okay, so that's the way this is gonna stay for now. I'm gonna bring it closer, let you see. That's how it looked like. So with the stainless steel bolt, that's the stopper. So just replace the other side, same procedure. Just grab the Allen, get this out. I didn't have any proper stainless on hand when I did this, and I thought I'm gonna be able to replace that with original studs, but since I can't get them locally here, and you know, waiting another couple of weeks for a silly stud like this makes no sense if I can make it myself, right? So okay, now I think this just gonna go a little farther. Actually, how I set the top position, and I mean the fully closed position, is fairly easy. I unscrew the stopper beyond the stop. So basically the plate is resting on the body now. Now I will screw that back in. Okay, and until it touches. And now it lifted, so I backed off a little bit. And what I will do, I use a piece of paper. I will slide a piece, just gotta make sure you can see it, yeah. I will slide a piece of paper in there. And if the body is fully closed, which it is at this point, and the paper is still not tight enough, which means that the stopper is not actually holding this arm, that the whole weight is being rested on the plate, which is incorrect. So what you do then, you push it up and give it maybe 1/8 of a turn in. Then put this plate down, and now put this paper back in again, and now I can when I press, and I can feel it, that, see, I'm actually holding that paper in. So therefore that's the proper adjustment. So all you have to do now is just lock that nut in place, and you're good. But like I said, anyway, I will have to recheck all this once the body is on the car. As for the potentiometer here, this is work in progress as well. I got the pieces right here, all cleaned up already, and except this one, I just gotta clean the inside, finish cleaning the inside. This is time consuming. You have to go slow. You don't want to break anything or damage anything. I had that close. I cleaned the plastic, so the plastic, it looks half decent on the outside. I manually cleaned the connectors. They look fairly good, I would say. You gotta admit. And then I glass beat the metal cover. I removed the seal, of course, and stuff. This is all perfectly clean. You can probably see it here. It's all done. So this piece is ready. Well, now, except for the screws, I don't have that specific size as where is that? Here. As you can see, they all rusted like crazy, so I will not reuse those. I will just get the new ones. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to get the slotted screws in that size, because I think I'm leaning towards the stainless here again. So I may just get the Allen head stainless in that size, and be done with it. So again, sorry for that. Those are the screws that hold this mechanism together, so like this kind of, and yeah, they go here, and there. So I probably get them tomorrow, sometime tomorrow. Finish cleaning this up today and put it together. Then I can attach it to the body, and the body is done now. The body is done. So it's fully functional. Everything is moving. The plate is closing properly. There's there's no drag or whatsoever. I'm really happy with the way that body came out. So I'm just gonna turn around for you and stuff, and I think I can put it in a box. So that's where this video will stop.